It's time to talk more serious on life. Now, one thing which I have to mention real quickly is that I'll be turning 20 on August 18th, 2024, which means I'm going to be going into my 20s. And that's pretty insane to think about, how I'll be going into my 20s and leaving a decade. Now, I will immediately say I don't tend to go into the really serious topics most of the time. It's either something which I'm interested in or something else. But today I really felt I need to go more into a serious topic for this video in particular, because I just need to get my thoughts out again. I would say that I'm probably more in a better spot than most people are. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm actually making a fair bit of money. I'm doing videos like this and everything like that. I think I'm far from being really where I want to be as a person. Now, don't get me wrong, I really love making YouTube videos as something which I want to do. I want to do it as my passion. I want to do it as my job, my career. And that would be awesome if I can make that happen. But majority of the time, it feels like that life itself is getting to its point to where it's soon not going to be able to be a thing where you can do this as a passion anymore, or be able to do something that makes it so you can actually live happily on this. With all this stuff like AI, big corporate greed, just social media and everything like that, being able to doom scroll, all that leads towards all of us becoming not as much of a person we want to be. It's stupid important for us to be able to do what we want to do as a person, or our hobbies, our lives. We want to be able to do this stuff. We want to do it. A big issue which I find with that, though, is the fact that whenever we get influenced by something, or stuff tries to influence into a certain way, we end up catching ourselves down to where we don't do exactly what we want to do. About a week ago, I deleted the Instagram app from my phone, and the main reason was the stuff that Instagram was showing me. It was showing anything from religion to politics to conspiracy theories. It was doing all that at once to influence me in my mind towards a bad habit. Or a bad habit, more or less giving intrusive thoughts that you don't want to think. The intrusive thoughts of anything could be coming up as being the worst things that you can think about. It also can demotivate you as a person. It can basically turn your mind to a different person. It can turn you to an anxious mess quicker than you think you could turn. I experienced the same issue last year in 2023. It was an awful experience, and that's why I left. I only left for a couple weeks though, when I was maybe a couple months, when 2020, that whole thing in 2023 was happening. But this time I feel like I need to get away from it a lot longer than last time. I've seen countless videos of life being boring now, or just how much money are you going to be able to make to get to freedom and everything like that. But it's a thing where it's like, as a person who wants to be able to do something like videos and that stuff, it is the main thing to be able to do what you enjoy the best you can. As much as that you think that life itself is going to go from being something where you can actually take your own control to AI taking everything, taking over in the passions and everything. Trust me, you need to hear this message. I'm going to say, you need to get off your ass. I think in itself there needs to be enough to be able to say that you can be able to enjoy life while doing the normal stuff you can do the best way you can. I mean, I feel like that, like, I try the best I can to make videos, but in some sense there's points where it's like I feel like I get demotivated sometimes. I was actually demotivated like an hour ago thinking about ideas, and it was like I couldn't really quite figure it out, and it finally kicked me. I know everybody says that the internet's gonna be dying because of like AI, corporate greed, the influences that the algorithms and everything like that are leading to us. But some of it's actually really important for our lives too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a video like this. it's very important for people to realize that as much as that things like AI or corporate greed or algorithms and social media itself is bad, there's only a certain extent where it's bad at. And that's kind of something which a lot of, maybe some people or none at all, can disclose. That's one thing that they don't disclose enough. Trust me, I think I know the feeling of algorithms trying to force us advertisements and conspiracy theories, politics, religion, all this stuff leading up to basically lead you into a depressing mess that can turn you into anxious mess, you buying so much items or just thinking that your life is not fulfilling because advertisements are telling you it's not fulfilling. But here's the thing. You're letting it happen yourself. Obviously, I don't know how to talk about this in this right way, but I feel like that I need to bring it up because there's moments where it feels like that there's moments where it speaks out to you saying that you need to talk about this faster than trying to stay around and say, I can't do this, I don't have enough money or something like that. Make it happen. Make it happen, because you make your job happen. You make your passion happen. You gotta put the time, you gotta put the everything, the experience into it. You gotta put everything in it. It's very important for us to realize that all this is not gonna change. It's gonna probably go one way or another. If we're lucky, AI is not gonna be so damn popular. But in the inflation and corporate greed, social media with its algorithms are only gonna get stronger as we go. And I mean, the only thing which you can do to make yourself happy is if you sometimes take the time to get away from the internet every once in a while. Take life in. And I mean, usually, most of the time, I don't tend to talk about this. But, I mean, it kind of is easy for people to tell because I don't talk about it quite in the same way that other people would, or going deep into it. But just knowing the fact that I've been influenced by, not influenced, but like getting shown stuff on Instagram about literal religion, politics, and like conspiracy theories kind of gives me that feeling where it's like we're getting pulled into a direction where we're being pulled to that direction to be a certain way or some way or somehow, or I don't want to see it. I like watching YouTube videos. I like watching those movies that I buy, the music that I listen to. But exactly, I'm not using Spotify or any of that. I'm using my classic iPod from 2007 to take the music in, because that's what's important. When this doesn't have an algorithm in it. Sometimes it's easy to speak out about stuff when you feel like you have the hold of it and you're just like, you need to speak yourself out. I mean, that's what I want to do sometimes, because it's like, I hate these freaking algorithms sometimes where it's like, especially the ones on Instagram, those fucking pages, just the reels that was showing me and everything. Algorithms are important because you find stuff like this sometimes. You hear somebody telling their thoughts or telling people that you find the stuff that you're into or sometimes like that. But in everything, it's not important, or it makes things worse. Corporate greed makes things worse. It's everything makes some form of sense when it's in the necessary realm, like YouTube. Because once you realize that YouTube's showing you all the new people and everything, because obviously people find out about other people too. And they find videos like this or something like that. But the main point I'm making is the videos that you see of this or that or so and so, they're telling you, or they're not just telling you, but they're giving some insight about it. And I want to be the person. It's gonna be okay. You just have to take life the best way you can. Get off your phone every once in a while and go on a walk. Change your Spotify player for a freaking iPod. Buy music every once in a while. As much as people say that they're gonna be running on 9 to 5 every day for the rest of their lives, If you do that, then you're gonna be way worse as a person than you think you are. Don't always go, and if you start seeing stuff on social media that you think is gonna become a bad influence on you, like you see it constantly, then get off. Delete the app. That's what I did, and I feel a little better now. I guess my main point is, enjoy life. Life is short. It's the longest thing we'll live, but the thing is, it's shorter than you think you are. I am so sorry, that sounded wrong. The main point being is that the fact that life is very short. Take it in. Life is long, but it ain't that long. Focus. Make sure that your life is exactly what you think it is. People are gonna say that retirement's the way to freedom. But the true thing is, the way to freedom is enjoying your life outside of the workplace, taking the time to actually enjoy it the best you can. I mean, people are gonna say they don't have enough money for it, but make it happen. Go out on walks, enjoy everything, take in everything the best you can, because you'll need it. You'll really need it. So, I'm sorry that this is way too serious. Main point is, I needed to say something. And I don't know how long this video actually is. It's saying it is 14 minutes long. God damn. And I just realized the SD card's about to run out. Have a good day. Enjoy life the best you can. I'm gonna go to a New Kids on the Block concert next week. Maybe you should go to a concert every once in a while. You know,